seen, I'm like, damn, it got lucky. Take it from him and not leave him with nothing. She wanna go viral.
Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rania and this is me aesthetically. Now, we are on day 3. Talk to me nice, talk to me nice. But, day 3. Day 3, I want to talk about something I hinted on day 2, which is why I don't cry in front of people. And this is something that I have been trying to work through, something that I try to teach my children the exact opposite of, because it's not a good thing. Well, it's like a blessing and a curse, right? My best friend, she's been my best friend since we were, I'll say sophomore, she'll say freshman. But since then, what are we, like 14, 15? We're 35. So she's been my best friend for 20 years, over 20 years actually. She has seen me cry maybe 3 times. She has heard me cry, like a sniffle a couple times, but it's probably on one hand, definitely not 2 hands. And that's because when I was a kid, I was taught not to cry in front of people. You know how you cry and be like, don't let nobody see you cry. If you crying, you better go to the shower and cry in the shower, run the water and cry then so nobody can see you and nobody can hear you. So my whole life, I've been suppressing my emotions. Like, I saw someone, I encountered a lady maybe a week or 2 ago, and she was just like, I wish I could be as calm as you. You look like nothing bothers you. And I was like, oh, that's just me. It's a blessing and a curse because I come across so emotionless sometimes. And it could be a tornado going on inside of me, but my outside is so calm and cool looking because I was raised to not show my emotions, to hide my emotions, to not let nobody see me weep, not let nobody see me cry, not let nobody, I guess, see me at my best, at my strongest. And it's a blessing because I can come across that way no matter what's going on in my life, no matter what I'm going through. You won't be privy to it unless I tell you. But it is a curse because you can't tell when I'm going through something. And that has hindered me more ways than it has helped me. There are people close to me that's just like, oh, I can dump onto her. I can, take her emotions from her, fill up her emotional capacity for the day because she's okay. She's always okay. And in reality, it's the exact opposite. I am one wrong thing happening away from losing my shit daily, okay? But I don't show it because I can't. And I've been trying, but I can't. I'm trying to shake and break out of that mindset because still I will start crying and I'll stop. Like, I will stop everything. My face will just go stoic. I'll just be like, for a couple seconds and then, okay, back at it. And it comes from the same sentiments of, okay, you're going through something, you're crying, but you got to go out and do something. It's like, okay, fix your face, shoulders up, out, chest up, happy face on. Hey, my name is Rania. No, I am crying. I am upset. I want to fall apart right now. But I can't show that because that's just not the way I was. I want to say bred, but I don't want to say that. But it's just not the way I was raised. It's not who I am. And I always thought that I was teaching my children the exact opposite. Like, show your emotions. If you want to cry, cry. It don't matter who's around. Go through things the way you need to go through them. And that's what I was telling them, but I've been showing them something completely different. I remember one time I was going to my daughter's TikTok, and it was like, what did your parents teach you? And hers said, and it hurt my feelings. And to this day, when I think about it, I literally tear up. But it said, my parents taught me not to need anyone. And that hurt me because I never want my children to feel like they don't need anyone. Granted, yes, my children will tell me when I said something about, she was like, I need you, mom. You know I need you, girl. And I'm just like, yes, I know you need me and I know you're open about that, but it's okay to need other people. It's okay to, show who you are, show your emotions. And even one day, my other daughter, she's like, I know I'm just so sad right now, but I know I got to pull it together because we have to go out. And I'm like, whoa, no, you don't. If you want to cry, then you cry. You go through the things you need to go through. We can either wait to go or you can go through the process. And if you still feel like you're not up to it, we don't go. But go through what you're going through right now, because suppressing it and suppressing it as someone who continuously suppresses their emotions physically or whatever, like I said, I'm one wrong thing happening away from losing my shit because I'm always suppressing so much. I'm pushing it. Okay, face your face. You gotta go out and do this. Okay, you gotta work. You gotta do this. You don't have time to worry about all the shit that's going wrong in your life right now. You need to worry about putting a brave face on and going out and getting it. You don't have time to cry. You don't have time to be sad. And that is a horrible way to go through life. Literally. That is a terrible way to live because I could hear good morning wrong and I'm gonna lose my shit. I am. My kid, I've been telling my daughter to clean the same room for a week now. I'm ready to knock her head off. Am I gonna do it? No. Am I gonna take her cell phone? Absolutely. But I said that to say this. I have to sometimes step away when my children are doing something that I'm at, or not doing something that I'm asking them to do, because I don't want the reaction to be not for them. Sometimes I literally have to be like, you know what? Give me a minute. Because I'm suppressing so much other shit that I'm starting to bubble over. And I don't want to take that out on my loved ones, whether it be my children, my grandmother, my anybody else, because I was taught to not show my emotions. I was taught not to cry in front of people. People literally don't think I'm human. I remember I cried in front of somebody and it was like, oh, okay. And afterwards I was like, what was that about? It was like, I just didn't know what to do. I've never seen you cry. I didn't even know you cried. And I'm like, what? And I said it to one of my close friends the other day, and she was like, if only they knew all you do is cry. Literally. I asked my bonus mom. My bonus mom said, I remember the first time I was around your dad and you called him and you was crying and he was like, I can't understand you. And you kept crying. He was like, "Nee, stop crying. I can't understand you." And you kept crying and he hung up on you. And that day I was like, why would you hang up on her? What are you doing? That's your daughter. She said, and like a couple months later, I realized why he hung up on you. All you do is cry. You cry a lot. And I was like, I do. But if you don't know me, you'll be like, she don't cry. She never cries. She don't have no emotions. And I am emotional. And I want to say like, oh, I'm a Gemini, which I am. But I am overly emotional. Like, it's ridiculous. So the fact that a lot of people are like, oh, I know Rainier, she's so emotional. She doesn't have any emotions. It's hilarious to me because it's the exact opposite. I'm extremely emotional. But I have learned to hide it and mask it. If you know that I'm emotional, then I trust you. I trust you a lot. And thank you for being a safe space for me because I don't have many of them. So now one thing I ain't gonna do is cry on camera. No, that's just taking it too far for me. That's taking it too far. I'm not crying on camera. But thank you to my safe spaces. Y'all know who y'all are. And don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to cry in front of people. Don't be afraid to show who you really are to the world, because hiding it is only hurting you. But that's the end of day 3. Thank you for talking to me and being here with me. Drop a comment or something. Let me know if you resonated with anything I said. But be you. Encourage yourself. Pour into yourself. Learn to love yourself. I'll see you for day 4. Bye.